What's going on? Right now, I'll be sharing with you guys a home-based session done with dumbbells mostly, and it's a pull session. So this is going to give you guys a lot of ideas. If you guys are training at home, maybe your gym is closed, whatever the case is, this will give you a lot of insight. So as far as the warm-up is concerned, this is my own personal warm-up, and this is the last time I'll be doing this type of style of pull workout at home. And the reason why is just because of the RDLs and other stuff you're going to see in the video. But I basically just start off with lunge variation that gives me posterior rib cage expansion, which basically shifts my body weight back. And it also trains the knees behind the toes because I'm very extended and I need to get my center of weight back. The second lift was basically a hamstring iso hold, just to fire the hamstrings and give me more hip extension. And then we go on to the 140s, which is the RDLs. And as you can see, I'm cutting, man. So my belt doesn't even fit me anymore. My belts don't fit me. So I basically took my wrist wraps and just put them between the belt. And I'm just doing these 140s on the RDLs. And yeah, man, just cooking my hamstrings, whole posterior chain. But to be honest with you, my back, my hammies were not even sore the next day, but it is what it is. And yeah, if you guys are working with a lot of dumbbells at home, this is still a good variation for you, up to a certain point. If you're doing over, let's say the hundreds, the 120s, it may feel very awkward. I've noticed like once it started going past 130, it started feeling a bit awkward. So I'm probably not gonna do this lift again, the dumbbell RDL. I'm gonna stick with the barbell. And I'm gonna do the single leg RDL with the dumbbells. So 3 sets of that. And then I moved on to some upper back work. So I was doing one of my favorites. You guys already know this, but I've optimized my setup a little bit more. You can see that bodybuilding book in the back. But basically, I'm doing the chest supported row with dumbbells. These are 95s. This is actually a PR. And I'm really liking this lift, man. This blows up my back. Very strict. I wouldn't be able to do a bent over row with the 95s with the same type of strictness as this. So I like to call this like this preacher curl of the back training. So very important lift. Now we're getting some upper back rows, one arm. So as you can see, I'm using a pronated grip. I'm doing them ipsilaterally. So I'm basically having the right arm and the right leg, and I'm using the left leg, putting it back. So I'm not using like counter force. I actually got this concept from Cuba Sealan. He's a UK bodybuilder, but I like doing them in the ipsilateral fashion because I cheat a lot less. It's 100 pounds, just repping it out. I'm not showing you guys every single set because this video is gonna be like half an hour long. It was half an hour long. So I actually didn't film my single leg RDLs, but maybe next time. Went to some curls. So the drag hammer curl, I like this lift a lot for the forearms. I just spoke about this in my recent video on my hammer curls, how I'm basically doing this mostly for my forearms. And yeah, man. As far as my physique is concerned, you can see my pecs really need to be brought up. Everything needs to be brought up, but more in particular, my pecs, my biceps, and my hamstrings. So that's what I'm really focusing on this year. Obviously, you can never have too much of a big back, but really my pecs, biceps, and hamstrings really they're far, far behind everything else. And it's imposing at the end, which by the way, Adam, which you saw in that last episode, he's my posing coach, if you will. So I'm just seeing him, once every 2 weeks. Not like a huge commitment, but I'm not trying to compete or anything, but I will definitely try to improve my posing. It's just going to give me better marketing, just going to improve the brand, statue fit overall, and it doesn't hurt. If a year is going to pass by, I might as well become better at posing. So the next lift, preacher curl, ipsilateral. So same side arm is the same side leg. This creates less counter force, and I'm basically making it stop in my fist. So the next lift is one of my favorite grip builders of all time. At least I've been doing it for the last couple of weeks. It's the Hexagon hold. And what I like about this is that you got the open hand grip. So you're not just gripping a dumbbell like usually. It's not as much overlap. This is 188. So I'm looking like right now, the road is to 180, but 175 is flirting with me. I might dip down to there, but I'm gonna take it to 180 first, see how that goes. As you can see, the midsection still needs work. Still some fat in the obliques. Still some fat a bit everywhere, but the physique's coming along. Like I never had these obliques in the 190s. So it's really when I dipped into 180s I started to see it. As you can see, the posing is crap, but I'm showing you guys this posing because I want you guys to see the process. When I start really working with opposing coach, what's gonna happen along with me leaning down, and hopefully that should give you guys some type of inspiration. So the back definitely needs more width, definitely needs more thickness. I'm gonna bring that up. I don't know how to do a lat spread at all either. Still a bit of acne on the back. Could probably clean that up a bit too. Yeah, besides that, that's about it. So that's 188. Still a lot of work to do, but it's coming along. So that wraps up the home-based pull workout with dumbbell focus. So for example, gyms closed down. If you like just training with dumbbells, whatever the case is, this is gonna give you a couple of different ideas. So let me know if you guys like this new format of videos where I show you guys clips. Do you guys wanna see more sets? Do you guys wanna see all 3 sets? Do you wanna see more posing at the end with like physique updates, along with a video like this at the end of the video where I talk about basically a summary of the video? Let me know. But besides that, I'm gonna give you guys a quick summary right now. I think that the dumbbell RDL is good up to a certain point, but eventually it starts feeling very awkward. You may still stumble across certain videos of people doing 150, 170 to 200 pound dumbbells for RDLs. But honestly, I'm just gonna get back to the barbell, and it feels so much better, so much smoother, so much easier to load, just so much less of a hassle. But as far as the dumbbell RDL, it's good up to a certain point, and I'm still gonna use dumbbell RDLs for my single leg work, which I didn't put in today's video. I just didn't put the footage, but basically that wraps up the RDL. Chest supported row is gonna stay, one arm row is gonna stay. I'm actually gonna make my personal change on that end to do my one arm rows chest supported, so stay tuned on that, where it's gonna be a lot more strict, because I feel like I can get more out of that. As far as the preacher curl, still gonna stay in there, rope curl for sure, the grip holds as well. I also did some shrugs with dumbbells in the video, but I've noticed with dumbbell shrugs, the dumbbells basically get in the way of your thighs. So I'm not that crazy about that. So I'm basically using my farmer walk handles as a way for me to do my shrugs, which you'll see in like later videos with like newer workouts. And as far as the ab work is concerned, I did some oblique work, so like some Copenhagen stuff. So it basically lights up the adductors, lights up the obliques. You know, if you guys want to see the full workout from A to Z, warm up sets, cool down, or if you just want to see highlights like this, let me know in the comment section below. You know, I'm very open to new directions of the channel. And if you guys have ideas to bounce off me, 100% I'm with it. And as far as the posing at the end, like I mentioned, working with Adam every 2 weeks, and I'm obviously, you know, trying to practice a little bit after each session just to hone in on certain things. And yeah, the road is to 180. I really encourage you guys to join me on this cut. You know, I've been mentioning a lot on IG, but I'm getting a little bit away from IG for a sec, and I'm gonna start posting a lot more on YouTube, because those videos could go to IG, but IG videos can't really go on YouTube, you know what I mean? So it's like way more bang for my buck with posting more YouTube content. And yeah, if you guys want to follow me on this cut, feel free to do so. It doesn't matter what your body fat is. It doesn't matter. You could be 30%. You can still relate to me. We're still on the same journey. We're still trying to reach our higher selves. We're still trying to get harder, and we want to lean down. So I might get down to 175. Wherever you are on your journey, it doesn't matter, man. You know, you can still join me on this cut. And even when I'm on my maintenance phase, maybe I'll stop at 180, maybe we won't stop at 175. You can still join me on the cut anyways. You can still watch some of these videos and still keep your momentum going. You know, it's not just because I'm maintaining that you could still stay at the same weight too. It's just that right now I'm in a mode where I am leaning down, and you guys could relate to it on more of a day-to-day level, because that's personally what I'm doing now. But that's about it. Nothing more to really say about it. You know, look out for more workout footage. There's a lot coming. Look out for more Q&As, Statue Fit podcast. Second channel's on the way as well. There's been a lot of like setbacks, holdbacks, a lot of things I'm making like modifications on, but the second channel's on the way as well. This is more of like a hobby. It's not as serious as this one. It's still taken very seriously, but what I mean is I'm not putting as much time in the second channel, because the main focus is this channel at the end of the day. But it is still a second passion of mine, which you will definitely see on the second channel. I'm really excited to launch that. And yeah, man, super optimistic about the future. And yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel. hit me up for a 20-minute consultation if you guys have any questions about goals you want to hit for this year, and I'll be more than likely to help. And yeah, see you guys soon.